Hello everybody and welcome back to another Cooking with Bubs. Today we're going to be doing something a little special and we are going to be making Roman style spaghetti. Some of you may have tried it, some of you may not, but let me show you the ingredients. 1 onion, sliced, finely sliced, about 200 grams of pancetta or bacon lardons, that's just as well. You're going to need 150 milliliters of dry white wine. Very important. It must be dry and it must be white wine. We're going to use our classic salt and pepper. 2 tins of chopped tomatoes. 4 tablespoons of olive oil. Cheese. Any type of cheese will do. We're just going with plain cheddar because Candy's not big on strong cheeses. Pretty much anything that falls outside of mild cheddar and mozzarella, to be honest. Anything that falls outside of that, she hates it. And then we're gonna have to, and then you're gonna need 450 grams of spaghetti. And that's all you're going to need for this dish. Very simple, and yeah, very tasty indeed. So let's get so the first thing you want to do is you want to put your spaghetti on the boil. So we're going to switch down. We've already boiled the kettle. But yeah, we're going to bring that to a boil and then we're going to move on to the next step. Right, so the next thing we're going to do, pan, we're going to add our oil, 4 tablespoons of oil, olive oil. Going to heat that up real quick. So what we're going to do now is while our spaghetti is cooking, we are going to fry our onions. Right, so our pan is now nice and hot, so we're going to throw in our onions. We're going to fry it for about 5 minutes. I'm just going to turn the temperature down a little bit. Break up these little pieces. What you need to do is you cook this for 5 minutes, but you want to cook until softened, not brown. Right, so they're nice and soft now. A few of them have browned, but not too bad, but the majority are soft, so that is perfect. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add our pancetta. Or in our case, we couldn't find any, so we got some bacon lardons. So again, throw your bacon lardons in there. Break up the bacon. Give it a bit of a stir. You need to cook this for about 5 minutes until the pancetta's cooked through, or bacon lardons is cooked through. Already the bacon is making me salivate. So what I wanted to do is, while our bacon lardons are cooking, is just give you a bit of history behind this dish. So I first made this dish for my aunt when I was maybe in my early 20s. It was really the first meal I ever made that didn't come with instructions on the back of a packet. Yeah, I know it's bad. But yeah, it was my first meal and I was pretty much hooked ever since. So my aunt loved it when I first made it. I loved it. I made it for Candy several times. She absolutely loves it. You can actually use it for, which I've done previously, is romantic meal, Valentine's Day, etc. So it's a good meal, easy meal, requires next to nothing in terms of ingredients, very cheap, very simple, but very tasty and a very romantic meal. And as always, my aunt actually did tell me that whenever you cook, a chef always has a glass of wine while he cooks. So this is me drinking on the job. Very nice, very dry and crispy. So let's get back to the bacon lardons. So we've got our spaghetti still boiling away here, so that's absolutely fine. So again, you want to cook these until they're cooked through, which I think they are all looking pretty cooked through. I will give them a couple of more minutes and then they'll be ready. And we can move on to the next step. Right, so our bacon lardons are now cooked through, so we're going to now add our wine into the mix. Lovely jubbly. Then a little stir, and perfect. So once you've added the wine, you want to cook it until the wine evaporates by half. It's very important because you don't want the wine to be the dominant flavour. So you just want to put it in your pan, let it evaporate by half, and then move on to the next step. My wine's evaporating by half. I just wanted to say my cottage pie video went up today and already it has received so much love from you guys. So again, all my videos, I am going to thank you guys and say thank you again for the support that you gave me. It's making me want to make more dishes for you guys, to give you recipe ideas, to try stuff new, try stuff old, you know, just yeah, I like cooking. You guys seem to like watching me cook, so it's a mutual beneficial thing. So yeah, so again, thank you so much guys for the love and support you guys have given me for that video. So yes, there will be more. Like I said, it will be continues to be on Candy's channel for now, but watch this space. I will have my own channel soon. Right, so now our wine's done, we're going to throw in the chopped tomatoes. Remember, you want 2 tins. Where tomato here. Tomato it is. Me personally, you guys don't have to try this, but there is so much tomato juice in these tins. So what I like to do is just put a quarter cup of water in the tins and just give them a swirl, just to get some of that extra tomato goodness, and then just throw that in. Again, you guys don't have to do it. It's just like a little. Something I like to do. Go to the rinse because they will go into the recycling. The recycling is always good. That's what we're going to do. What do I always say? We're going to give this a good mix. Just want to make sure that all the flavours blend together. And there you go. What you're going to do now is you're going to bring this to turn the heat down to low. You just want it to bubble. And you're going to leave this for 15 minutes. So that's what we're going to do now. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. You guys don't want to go and you guys don't want to see 15 minutes of just bubbling pasta. So I'm going to go ahead and do this and we'll be right back. So it's been going for about 15 minutes now. So at this point you can just use salt and pepper to season to taste. So I'm going to put a few turns of the handle of salt. I'm going to do the exact same with the pepper. Again, I've said this in my other videos, start small to begin with and then taste it and then add to it, because you can always add, you can never subtract. That is going to be my catchphrase when cooking my meals with salt and pepper or any kind of herbs. So just give that a good mix. Excellent, so we give it a little taste. A bit more salt, I think. As always, I use rock salt or Himalayan salt. A bit more pepper actually. for my food. I never use table salt unless it's going to be used to salt some water. If you're ever putting salt on meals, use rock salt, or you can use my personal favourite, which is Himalayan rock salt. Believe me, you can taste the difference. No, that is spot on. I do not want to add any more salt and pepper to that. That's perfect. So our pasta's done in the meantime. So we're going to quickly drain that. Alright, so we've got our pasta drained. There is a method to the madness. We just wanted to get rid of all of that salt water. Now comes the best part. The favourite part. That one final mix. Give it a spoon. Is now we're going to pour our sauce into our spaghetti. And voila. And a little bit of a splashy mess, but you know what? And if you're not being messy, then you're not doing something right. So just gonna put it aside. And then what we're going to do at this point, don't need that, we're going to mix everything together in our one pot. You want to make sure that all the spaghetti is completely coated in the sauce. That is very important. So you can use a bigger saucepan, unlike what I did. Mine could do with being a bit bigger, but it would do. You just want to make sure you get all of the spaghetti absolutely coated. One of the things I did first mention, this meal feeds 4. So if you're cooking for 2, half everything. Naturally. Don't need to tell you that. But what we like to kind of bulk cook, because we'll have 2 portions and the other 2 we'll put in a Tupperware, put in the fridge, maybe have that for tomorrow, because that's a meal done, have it for lunch. Or if you want, you could freeze it and have it another day. So, you know, the choice is completely up to you. But yeah, I think we're all covered in the sauce. And there you go. There you go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to dish up. Right, so the memory ran out memory on the camera, and I was just finishing up, so I figured I'd just use my phone for this last part. So apologies for the poor quality. So that's it. There you go. That is Roman style spaghetti. But our finishing touch, some cheese. Very important to add the cheese. Again, I'm not going to tell you how much cheese to use, because that is down to personal preference. You can use as much as you want, or as little as you want. One thing you can do is actually mix the cheese in the sauce, if you wanted to. Again, it all boils down to personal preference. So we sprinkle on top. Sometimes we mix it in the thing before we put it on the bowl. Completely down to you. So there you go. That is spaghetti, the Roman style spaghetti. Again, a very quick to prepare, quick to cook dish for those times where you just can't bother to do long dishes like a cottage pie, for example. And it's a great romantic meal. So go ahead and cook it for a loved one. I guarantee they will enjoy it. Guarantee it. So yeah, anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you again for the love and support you gave me for my cottage pie video. There will be more, so rest assured. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will catch you in the next video.